Now, the thing with Gentrol is it actually spreads all over the house. The hormone will spread. It's not a liquid. It's not. So we take it right here. And that's it. And this is good for about 3 months, especially for roach control, ant control, beetle control. And we can put it in one location. So we're going to put it in one spot.
So 1 second. So why this is labyrinthic type of structure you have over there?
It basically just has a little, the liquid is in a capsule.
Yeah.
And then it has this little cotton fiber material where the chemical is just going to spread across so that it can volatilize out.
Okay.
So that's all it's going to do. It's just going to come out. The insect is not going to be attracted to that. They're not going to go there. They're not going to eat it. It basically is a hormone that is now in the environment.
So it's volatilized.
It volatilizes in the environment, yes. Gotcha. But because we don't have that, IGRs are considered very safe, and they're an alternative to using a synthetic pesticide.
Insect growth.
An insect growth regulator.
Okay.
Because we don't have the hormone, it doesn't affect us.
Yeah.
So that's the advantage of it. It only affects really the molting stage, because this is a hormone mimic. It mimics the growth. There's another type of IGR, which is a chitin synthesis inhibitor, which damages the chitin, the exoskeleton of the insect, so it produces a hormone that doesn't allow them to create chitin.
Gotcha.
And they can't create a new exoskeleton, so when they go from one stage, they leave their body, try to create a new body, they can't. This is why it does it this way. It's just a more natural way of trying to control something than trying to put a chemical to kill it when you can't find it.
But you need to use it when the environment is closed.
You can use it anywhere because it's going to spread no matter what. What they found with Gentrol, which is hydroprene, these products just basically trap.
Okay.
So basically the hormone is just going to spread naturally throughout the whole house, and you need to put it in it's a point source, and you put it in one place. I like putting it in the kitchen because here's where we have the majority, and it'll get concentrated. It usually within about 100 square feet.
And this is good for roaches and ants also?
A lot of the IGRs will affect ants. Remember, if they have, it won't affect ticks because ticks are arachnids and they don't have juvenile hormone. So if the insect doesn't produce a juvenile hormone, it doesn't affect them. But if the insect does produce a juvenile hormone, then it affects them. And most of the insects that we have, like the beetles, the roaches, the ants, produce juvenile hormones to be able to molt. So that's one of the advantages. That's one of the products we use. So far, we haven't sprayed a single thing. So we don't need to remove the stove. So there's glass, but it's a good sign. You know why? There's no dead roaches, meaning there's no big problem. You would usually find a lot of dead roaches back here. So what do we do in a situation where we want to know what's happening? Well, we're going to monitor for it. All right, so this is what is known as a mouse or an insect monitor. It can be used as both. This one's made by Bell Labs. I like this product. It's got a nice white surface. You basically peel this off, and that's tacky. So any insect that's here is going to get attached. It works two ways. You catch the insect. If you catch it, you don't need to use a chemical to kill it. The second thing is you're monitoring, you know what you have in the home, so that you're able to say, okay, we have this problem now. We know because it got trapped in here. Insects have habits and they're going to move. If we want to make it attractive to American roaches, we can take our Niban or boric acid bait, and we can put it on the board. And you can put it all around the edges. University of Florida has done a lot of tests with this. Philip Kohler has done a lot of work with this of catching and attracting and getting them to eat it. So this is the advantage of using Naturepest. It doesn't have to be put in a void. It can be put in an open area like this. And we're basically going to just set it in the back. So when we do now our inspection, and we do our monitoring, we do our inspection, we can see what's back there. And what's been happening. So we're constantly knowing when we're doing our inspection. That's our eyes and ears when we're not here. Customer says, I haven't seen anything. Doesn't mean because, they haven't seen anything. That's it. All right, so that's done. So pretty much, right now, this is the service we're doing for roaches in the home. There's nothing else we need to do.